First week of December here, we have had an atmospheric river of storms come through, dumping rain on us continuously here for several days, raising rivers to flood stage. This includes rivers in the Olympic National Park area, including the Quinault River. This brings up the question of how much margin of safety and how much bank is around the Enchanted Valley Chalet. Obviously it is cold, wet, rainy, and there's probably snow up there, so I'm not making any attempt to go up there. But I do have an answer from my trip in September. I actually made video and measurements of the remaining bank between the river and the chalet. I did not include that in the September video because the video was sort of crappy, but we're going to edit it as best we can and put the answer out, because this looks like a storm that's probably going to cut away some of that bank. My two trekking poles, 110 each, bank's about 220 centimeters away. West side of chalet. Two and a half trekking poles. Back side of chalet is going to be difficult, but we can estimate. One trekking pole. So yeah, corner support to corner chalet, two trekking poles. I warned you it was a crappy video. What does it mean? It means that there's about 11 to 14 feet of bank left to your roadway before Enchanted Valley support drops into the river. As I said, last year it didn't erode any, but it's been averaging about 10 feet a year. On bad years, it's been as bad as 15 feet of erosion. So likely next spring we might see exactly what we saw in 2014 with the chalet hanging over the edge. But this time there's no foundation around it. I don't know what that means, because the entire weight of the 48-ton chalet is supported on a half dozen blocks. I don't know how close those blocks can get to the drop-off before the weight just causes the bluff to blow out. Going down to the river, use some video here from 2021. There's probably about 60-70 degree slope. So where the river flows is actually 3 to 5 feet out from the top of the bluff, but the slope is consistent as it erodes. The slope just moves back, so you still got the same amount of bank erosion as the river moves over. Gonna switch over and walk back from the river here. In September, the river was flowing on the far side of the broad river bed. Earlier in March, I actually saw reports that the river was flowing in the center, but in the late spring, early summer, it switched back. With the atmospheric river we've had the first week of December, the entire is probably using all three channels. On the far side, during down the middle, and on the near side next to the chalet. They're probably all flowing with this atmospheric river. As you can see, the different channels don't have a whole lot of elevation differences between them. It shows up a little bit better in the last panorama of my September video, where I'm standing between two of the center channels, and you can see the initially the far side and then I pan around and you can see the near side next to the chalet. In 2024, I actually thinking about hiking up the riverbed and doing a video on the site flood plan The site flood hazard plan is listed in the description below. That if anyone looks to look that up, it makes great cure for insomnia during this winter if you want to read it. Otherwise, I will attempt to make a layperson's interpretation of it when I hike up the river. And why this river is even moving, and get up to where the river branched off from the old channel that goes on the far side of the valley. And I understand there is a avalanche chute up there which is feeding the river with debris and sediment, and I don't know how far up that is. So that is my plan for a 2024 video at some point. I don't know when in the year that will occur. Until then, probably the next video you'll see from on this channel will be a New Year greeting video. Until then, thank you for watching.